we continue with the program. The Multiple Sclerosis Support Foundation of Trinidad and Tobago is holding a training session on the use of a patient support group portal. It's an online platform which will help connect those with multiple sclerosis to healthcare providers and others in the patient support network. Here to tell us all about it, we have Mr. Atiba Phillips, CEO of Infocom Technologies Limited. We also have Ms. Patricia Jagasa Clement. She is Secretary of the Multiple Sclerosis Support Foundation of Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
So before we get into the actual launch and some of the events and the training session, let's backtrack a little bit. What exactly is multiple sclerosis?
Okay, multiple sclerosis is a very complex autoimmune disease that affects the brain and the peripheral nervous system. So someone who has multiple sclerosis, their body attacks the myelin sheath of their various nervous cells, and they present with many complex symptoms. So a person who has MS may present with blindness or deafness, may not be able to speak properly, may not be able to walk properly, but it's the same root cause. Your body is attacking the myelin sheath of your nerve cells.
And how common is it?
In Trinidad and Tobago, previously, we were told that MS affected persons from temperate countries, Caucasians, but our neurologists are finding that MS is very prevalent in Trinidad and Tobago and even more virulent in our country. It's one of these diseases also. It's called an orphan disease because many people do not know about MS. You know, we may know about a stroke. An MS person can present as somebody who has a stroke. One side might be paralyzed, for example, but they are paralyzed not because of a stroke, but because of your nervous, again, your immune system attacking your nerves, and you're not able to function properly on one side. So it's not a popular disease like cancer and some of the others that we know about, but a lot of persons in Trinidad that do not fit the profile of Caucasian or living in a temperate country are presenting with this disease.
All right. And how long has the Multiple Sclerosis Support Foundation been around?
Okay, well, we've been around, we registered as an NGO a year ago, and we launched on the 4th of June. So the event that we came to talk about today actually is our first major public event since our launch on the 4th of June, our formal launch.
And Mr. Phillips, you are the CEO of Infocom Technologies Limited. What sort of collaboration are we looking at here?
Right, so, and thanks. So what Infocom, a technology company, has been collaborating with the MSSF prior to the launch so that we could launch this thing called a patient group support portal. Yeah. And what that is a piece of technology that on the front end has the MSSF website, sure, right, the services and information about MS and so on, but also a portal area, back-end area where all of the persons with MS within the group have an account, and we are holding their, we want to train them to fill out that profile of their health information and interface them with other stakeholders as well, so healthcare providers, businesses, caregivers and donors, etc., who are part of the will be part of the online support community for MS persons in Trinidad and Tobago. You can appreciate that persons with MS or any person who is, ill in that way has difficulty moving around. So you would have the physiotherapist in San Fernando, you would have the nutritionist in Sangre Grande, you'd have imaging done in Mount Hope and so on. So these persons have to travel all about Trinidad. There's a fragmentation of care. And the support portal will assist in bringing those parties together and allowing these folks to be facilitated in terms of accessing information, in terms of, and the MSSF itself in corralling its members to the next initiative and with regard to the services that it provides.
Okay, and Ms. Jagasa Clement, how do you feel about this initiative?
I told Mr. Phillips before, I think that he is moving us into the 21st century. because, you know, we live in a world of e-services and ICTs and so on, integrated computerized technology, and we need to use it for our benefit and the benefits of those who we care about and who we care for. So in terms of MSSF, what the portal is allowing, as Atiba said, is the coordination of care, because, you know, a person who has MS, you know, would have a complex amount of symptoms. And that the need for that kind of coordination of care and bringing the persons together with the various caregivers is very, very important. The society in particular, what we've done is that we've had like workshops like with like physiotherapists and occupational therapists and so on, bringing the caregivers to our membership, to persons who need it. So we have now a space where that can be done at, you know, and persons who have MS would be, you know, would be able to go quickly, you know, to have it at the tip of their finger, as opposed to having, yes.
So when exactly is this training session and who can attend?
Okay, the training session is taking place on Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 10 a.m. to 11, the training session is taking place from that time. And the venue is the Teaching and Learning Complex at UWI St. Augustine, Tutorial Room 1. We have also collaborated with the Student Life and Development Department at UWI. MS is one of those conditions that you can, if you're a UE student, you can register with the Student Life and Development Department. And they provide support as well for persons who have disabilities, but also persons who would have MS. So we have partnered with them to host this tutorial workshop, and it's taking place on Saturday, this Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. At the Teaching and Learning Complex.
How large is it expected to be, Mr. Phillips?
What is this, the training session?
Yes.
I think, you know, there may be maybe 30 or so persons who might be there. And we'd be happy to go through the paces and let them use the site, the portal. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about is the fact that, and from our perspective here at Infocom, that there needs to be more data, right, about these various illnesses. The Trinidad and Tobago in general suffers from a lack of data, right? And this is one of the outcomes of this initiative is that we're going to better understand how many people in Trinidad and Tobago have MS, how many people have autism, lupus, you know, sickle cell anemia. We don't have data, right? So Infocom has felt it necessary to collaborate with the MSSF on this occasion to put forward this patient group support portal, but also to open it up to other patient groups in time.
Great. So
that we would understand how MS presents in Trinidad and Tobago. What's the distance between when you first got symptoms and when you were diagnosed?
All right. Unfortunately, we just have about 10 seconds. What is the number to call?
Okay. 741 9585
9585. Okay, great. It's on the screen. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning. Best of luck with this initiative. Thank you so much for investing into this. News is up next. Stay tuned.